In this video, I will talk about how to use input file stream class to read text file records in class objects. Let me jump into coding to explain it. In this here, I have a student class with a student number, name, marks, and number of marks, and this array. Default constructor, custom constructor, which receives student number, student name, marks array, and validates that data and copies data into the attributes. And I have a function to display the data, and this is the helper function, operator function to which we can conveniently use to display the data from the object. Now we have a marks array, size array, and the student objects s1, s2 created by invoking the constructor. And I can actually, because of this function, I am able to use cout statement s1 and s2 to display these two data on the output stream, in the terminal. So I want to check, make sure that this up to this code works well, then I will move ahead from there. Now let me do compilation, linking, and execution. Now you can see the two objects data, ID, name, number of marks, and marks are actually displayed on the terminal, on the output stream actually. Now in the coding, what I want to do is I have in this file I have this data in the record. Is line is called record here, and is data item that is separated by a comma is called field. So I actually want to write read is record and copy that into one object, one student object, right? So that is what I want to do here. For that purpose, I actually, let me create 3 objects, maybe S3, S4, and S5. 3 objects, and in the S3 object I want to write the first record data. In S4 object I want to write this record data second, and S5 object I want to write the third record. So I actually want to copy the record by by executing the statement like this: cin s3, s4, s5. This is the command I want to execute, but it will not work because we don't have enabled or empowered the class with the functionality that is necessary to make this statement a valid statement. So let me start to in that direction. So first we actually need to have a function, a member function in the class to read the data, and this is the read function where we are going to use something called istream, an if stream object. Maybe at this point, if stream object, this is input file stream, ifs, right? You create object like this. So the type of the object you are going to pass into this function read is going to be if stream. Reference, call it ifs, and let me have a void return type at the for a moment. Now here I actually I need to read the data from the file, and then after that actually the strategy, good strategy is to read the data and create local variables, temporary variables, copy data, read data and copy into it, and if everything is read, all the data is read properly, then you copy that data into the attributes, right? So that is what I'm going to do. So let me copy this variable definitions here and change this to number, name, right? These are the variables. where I want to actually put the data, that is red. And what I want to do here is, let me begin. First, I want to read the number. If I do this reading initially, when this file is initially open and is nothing is read from this file, the cursor, I mean the control point will be in this place, and it will start reading from here. So it will read this number into the this variable number. And if the number reading is successful, then you can test that success by calling this function. If it is good, then it was read successfully. Then after that, we actually want to ignore this comma, and then after that we read the name. So ifs ignore comma, it will ignore one character obviously, and then I would read the name. To read the name, I cannot do like this. I can do like this. If I do like this, it will actually start reading the name from this point, and it will read everything as a name. So we want to stop up to, I mean, before this next comma. For that reason, we want to use another function which is called get. So if you use this get like this, it will read one character, but we want to read in the array. First argument you supply is the array you want to read data into. The second argument you want to supply is going to be number of characters, maximum number of characters you read. Let me set it to 255. And where you want to stop, you want to stop at comma, before comma, right? So, and assumption here is that there will not be more than 255 characters before comma comes here, right? So now it will read the name, and then and if it is again good, reading was successful, then I again ignore the comma, and read number of marks, right? And again, if this is good, I ignore the comma, and then I think I need to continue ignoring. So maybe I should put a loop here. I actually want to read all these values in an array. For that reason, let me put in a loop int I equals to 0, I less than number of marks, I plus plus. And here let me have a curly brace, and after number of marks, maybe ignore a character here, and then start reading ifs. You read if you are reading number, this style is okay, but if you are reading the characters, then you should use other function like get. So I read this in marks array, ith element marks array. Then after that, because after each marks you have a comma, so you want to keep ignoring this comma, right? So you have ignore, then and after at the end of this line, you also need to remove the new line character, so that next time it is read, it control automatically goes to the new line. Therefore, we also not only ignore one character, but we want to ignore I mean um, up to new line. Okay, so if it is good, otherwise, you can keep writing. For example, in this case, else you can see out number of marks read error. Here else you can see out name, and here you can see out student student number read error. Now everything is read, there's no error. Then here at this point you want to make sure that the everything was read properly. So if the way of checking that is if this object is still good, and also you need to make sure that here in this case this number and the total number of marks that are read are same, right? So to check that, we need to, I think I a variable I keeps track of the total number of marks, so we need to have access to I at this point. So maybe we create a I variable here, I, and use it in the for loop, so that it will keep track. And if I is equal to number of marks, then we have read all the marks. I equals to, in that case you actually copy this data to number as name, then as marks, and for I int I equals to 0, I less than I plus plus, and s marks equals to marks I element. So this is the way you actually copy data, right? So once you copy this, read input file stream, this should be okay, and this amount of code should be okay to read the data and copy it into the object class attribute. Now I actually want to test this read function quickly here. So I have already a file stream object created. I can open this ifs.open. I want to open this input file dot text. So input underscore file dot txt. Now after it is open, I can actually read this. For example, s3 dot read and pass ifs, and at the end make sure you close it. So once it is read, I should be able to display that data. Okay, so this statement should display the first line, the data that is read from this first record, right? So let me compile this and see the output. Compilation, linking, execution, it had displayed all three data. So let me go back to the code and see what is there, what happened. I think yeah, what happened here is this lines actually displayed first the data. I want to comment this out, okay, just to avoid confusion, and run one more time. So now I have this first line data Nikki 5005 and 5 marks, right? This is the first record that I showed you in this file. This first record was read in the first object, right? Similarly, you can do reading s4.read ifs and s5.read ifs and cout s4 s5, right? So it should read all 3 records and display in the terminal. Comparison linking and execution. You can see all the 3 records are read, and they are actually copied to the object, and from the object it is displayed on the terminal. Now actually I want to read this records using this syntax and display after that cout s3 s4 and s5, right? So after that I want to do like this, instead of using these statements, comment this out, right? So this is the I mean I want to actually make this command or statement valid. So to do that we need to have this kind of function for input file stream, and we want to overload extraction operator, and we can make this constant, and we call read function, and let me call this ifs input file stream object, right? Now this is returning something, so it's I mean it is a good practice to put a return type here and return that ifs object at the bottom. Right, so I think this should be okay. So through this function we will be able to do chaining, but I think there's still issue here. Let me, I think I don't there should not be issue here, but the problem was that I cannot use this input standard input stream object. I should be using this ifs here. So this should read 3 objects from directly from the file, and this statement should display that data in the output stream, right? So I don't need this new line character at this point. So let me switch to the terminal and do compilation and linking. I think there's a problem. ifstream does not name a type. Oh, I think there is a typo problem. Go and make correction here. Probably it is here. Yeah, st. Yeah, so that was the problem, I think. Let me switch to the terminal, compilation linking and execution. Now you can see the 3 records are actually displayed, but through the objects. This is all I wanted to talk in this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.